Alright. Having left off last time with the duel with Malt, having changed directions with Ashi finding herself hearing Bella's voice in her mind after Ashi started to begin to get one little shaken by Malt quite literally attacking her physically and mentally. Though she managed to snap herself back together to realize that someone was trying to reach out to her. And so as soon as she realized this, the world faded out black as Ashi's essentially opened her mind to find Leonidas waiting for her. And we'll go over the text play stuff.
Yes.
So, Leonidas looks you over for a moment before shooting you a wide smile. That Bella girl must mean a lot to you, as she really set your head back on straight back so that you would notice me. Now, as far as why I have pulled you aside like this, the Red Witch gives an innocent shrug. That actually all depends upon yourself. Though, to that end, I do have a few questions for you, and I recommend that you really think about them too. He brings a hand to his chin with a wide grin. Otherwise, my sister will kill me for mucking this up. And then just waves a hand dismissively before continuing. Anyway, your first question, which is, what is the least important thing to you? Leonidas raises 2 fingers. Second question, what is your one true greatest fear? Then raises a 3rd finger. Final question, if you had the power to change one thing about yourself, what would it be and why? Now for Emmy's big ass response.
Yeah, should I just skip over or should I go through the entire thing?
I'll go through the whole thing.
Alright. Upon seeing Leonidas, Ashi opens her mouth as if to speak, though quickly closes it as the reality of the situation dawns on her. This is obviously a trial, and a rather big one too, seeing as the man called the Red Witch has taken her aside for this. So Ashi thinks, retreating into her own mindscape the way her master has taught her, while the questions sound back, searching her heart for an answer. Memories course through her mind like a flowing river, everything she's experienced, thought, or felt over the years, from the horrible days in the orphanage, to the painful nights in the streets, the lessons she learned in the temple, and the unforgettable memories on the road that has led her here to this very moment. All the people she has met and come to know since she first set out into the world would feel so long ago now, to stop the terrible darkness that threatens to overtake it. With this perspective in mind, Ashi considers the first of the 3 questions. What is least important to me? In this situation, Ashi would have likely answered swiftly, myself, about a month earlier. For as long as she could remember, Ashi has always lived her life for the sake of others, always helping, always protecting. It didn't matter how much she was hurt for her efforts, so long as she could be the sword and shield of those she cared about. Because in her mind, if anyone should suffer the burden and the pains, it was her. But things are different now. What is my one true greatest fear? If there was one thing Ashi feared the most, it was this, not being good enough. Once, the reality that she was not strong enough to save the world on her own nearly broke her. After she was struck by the treacherous mage's curse and stripped of her strength, Ashi was struggling to maintain her fragile ego. If she had allowed herself to sink deeper into that despair then, who knows where she would have ended up. It was thanks to the efforts of that spy from the east and her best friend, as well as the rest of their merry band, that eventually Ashi was able to find the conviction to believe in herself. If I had the power to change one thing about myself, what would it be? Ashi ponders this one for some time, until finally, Ashi addresses Leonidas. I lived most of my life with nothing to my name, and had to fight to maintain what little I did have. When I was younger, I used to covet all the things I never had. which is why I stole what I could from those more fortunate than I. Admittedly, back in those days, I did dream of becoming a master-class thief who would earn the eye of every stuck-up gentleman in the old country, imagining them screaming my name in contempt as I run away in triumph with their prized possessions. She chuckles. I was both spiteful and naive. Master Sun Liu and the rest really showed me that. One of the most important things they taught me was to not chase the unattainable, and to treasure what I have. I realized I had been neglecting my siblings for a while, even though the reason I went on to become a thief in the first place was for their sake. I got so caught up in my stupid pride and jealousy that I couldn't see that. Long after that, I foolishly made myself into a martyr, thinking I only had worth when I could help someone else. But my friends eventually knocked it through my skull that I have worth as my own person. So I'm maintaining my own well-being too, now, rather than just rushing to sacrifice myself at every turn. I've chosen to cultivate a future for myself, even as I stand in the defense of others. Asha then flashes Leonidas a wry smile. If I had to narrow down what's least important to me down to one single thing, I would have to say, I would have said wealth, but that wouldn't be entirely true. It's not that I value wealth particularly, and I know in my heart that gold alone can't solve my problems. I am telling the truth that if I were the richest woman in the world, I would give all away but what I really need to keep myself and my kin fed if it could make the world a better place. If this world would be that much better for my family, no amount of treasure or trinkets would compare. That's how much I love my family and the goodness of this world. But I can't deny I'm a kitten with years of sticky fingers I'm still trying to clean, and there'll probably be more than a few hoards in my future. It's in my nature to want the shinies, though. It's far, far less important to me than the people I cherish. She raises a finger of her own, her smile turning into a grin. So the actual thing I would care the least about would be recognition. I don't seek to be glorified in song or poem for the people I save, or the calamities I might stop in my quest. That's not why I'm doing all of this. All I want is to make this world the gods gave us a little safer for those living in it, so that our tomorrow will be brighter. Sure, I'd love to meet all of these wonderful people someday if I can, and give them the smiles they need, but so long as all of that becomes a reality, and continues to be, I don't need any words of thanks. The knowledge that I've helped is enough as far as I'm concerned. Asha then places a hand over her chest. My family are the ones to get the dote on me. Ashi's smile dims a bit as she closes her eyes with a sigh. As for my greatest fear, I'm scared that I won't be good enough to save this world, to help my family see the dawn of a better world, that I will fail in my mission or not be able to save them. I'm scared that I might disappoint them all one day. Aki, Mum, Pa, Quinn, Justice, Mara, Bella, Belinda, my siblings, even Olivine and everyone else. On a more personal level, I'm terrified sometimes that the people I care about will one day decide they're sick of me and leave me, that they'll stop loving me. But things are different now. While that fear still hangs in the back of my mind, I know in my heart and in my mind that I have worth as a person, and that I can count on everyone else to back me up when I need it. She slowly raises a fist. Since leaving the temple, what I valued above all else was my strength, the strength that I had to endure the abuse of my wardens, and then the strength I bought from my masters with my sweat and tears as they shaped me into a capable but measured fighter. I wanted to be the strongest person in the world, so I could take on everything it could throw at me and protect my family. That was the single most important thing to me, next to my family. Losing it for a while hurt me on a deep level, especially because I thought it happened as punishment from the gods themselves. For a while after that, I was getting more desperate to prove myself and gain more strength. That what would I change about myself? Becoming stronger would be the easy choice. It's something you can never have enough of when you want to change something, especially when you have to fight for it. The girl shakes her head. But I don't think that's the right call. Why use this infinite might if you have no clue how to really use it? And besides, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that if you stay on track and keep pushing yourself and taking the opportunities coming your way, your strength will grow. I have many capable people around me who can teach me how to become stronger and how to use my strength better. She pauses for a moment before continuing. That last question is really hard for me to answer, because I wouldn't want to give you a short-sighted answer, and I don't want to take a shortcut for something I can already achieve by my own power. I can always become stronger with time and effort. But if there's anything I'd really want to change... After a moment, Ashi candidly points a finger at Leonidas. Biblios, the first heroes, Marubber, Malt, Belinda, all those chronomancer people, and you witches. There are so many people in this world that play on the board much bigger than anyone can see, who know secrets about our world that no one else knows. Probably far more people than I'm even aware of yet, even among us heroes. For all I know, all of us got their own foot in this game somehow. So many people have died for reasons I still don't understand. There are other worlds out there that are involved in the ongoings of Diotethys on a level that even with my education in the temple, I could never have considered. There's so much about Diotethys issues that I just don't understand. And even so, I'm supposed to be carrying my sword to carve a path towards the future. It's said that if you know yourself, and you know your enemy, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. But while I've come to know my own self well, time and time again, I realize I don't really know my enemy. I find myself constantly surprised and confused with what's going on around me, but a constant change I can't keep track of. I've seen so many different people, both good and bad in my life, but nothing I've experienced could prepare me for the strange and horrifying things I've come to know since I started my journey. Asha fixes Leonidas with another wry smile, but her eyes shine with deep intensity. So if I can change one thing, I want to empower my mind and my soul. I want to become an Ashi that can play with the big kids, with the understanding to really treat the maladies that plague our world instead of just their symptoms. I want to become an Ashi with the strength and will to take the reins and control my own destiny, in spite of the storms trying to pull me to and fro. Elevate all of us to the level we need to be in order to find a solution. I want to understand why everything that has happened, and how I can provide the best remedy while using means that are different from what the first heroes resolved to do. Is that something you can help me with, Mr. Witch? And then I pause while we wait for a moment. Welcome back.
I've been here.
Not
Why are
you.
you saying welcome back?
Not you, Bumble.
Okay.
I'll be back. Just here for a moment while...
Okay, never mind. Welcome back, Bum.
And we shall continue. Alright.
Go ahead.
So we record.
Yep, go ahead.
So... Leonidas silently listens attentively as you work your way through your answers. And after you do, he brings a hand to his chin with a wide smile. Very interesting answers, Ashi of Mercy. You have spunk and youthful ambition, things that are important for the road that you walk, because yours is the path of the warrior. Or supposed to be the hero. They're bad.
Yeah, good job. Nah.
Yeah. Oh, yours is the path of the hero. He trails off before crossing his arms with a surprisingly stern expression. However, what you lack is indeed wisdom and mental fortitude. Though, more importantly, what you lack is foresight. You desire strength, and understandably so. However, you need to take a few steps back and take a look around you, as you are surrounded by some of the mightiest living mortals that walk the face of Diotethys, not only in terms of power, but in potential. And potential is what is most important for a fledgling warrior like yourself, which is something you have a tremendous degree of. He points to your sword. You have all the evidence you need of your power and strength in your very hands now. You would not carry that blade if you were not powerful enough, or your strength was found wanting, as the hero of fire is one of the mightiest of the 10. You are merely young and inexperienced in true combat, and your ambition and drive has led you to learning a costly lesson. Leonidas points to the side, though particularly at your missing arm and leg. Consider yourself blessed to have Julia Abertine amongst you, as Lady Tosi's power saved you from what would have otherwise been certain death. But I digress. Now, as far as your answer, what is least important to you is recognition, you say. He holds a hand out before wagging his finger. The path you walk is that of the hero, not as the hero of fire, but that of a true hero. To that I would ask, what is a hero? However, you've given half of this answer already, as what a hero is someone who comes to the aids of others, especially those in their darkest hours and times of greatest need. However, he crosses his arms again. A hero is more than a mere savior, or one who rushes to the aid of others when needed. A hero is also someone who inspires. Not only those around them, but those they leave in their wake. Recognition may at a glance appear self-serving, or even self-righteous. So think about it a bit deeper, as this is one aspect in which I refer to your lack in foresight. He points at you candidly. Those whom you say, whom you aid, what of them? Should they not know to whom it is that came to aid in their hour of need? Credit is to be given where credit is due. To deny that credit is to cheapen the act that awarded it, not only for yourself, but for those who seek to attribute it to you, as well as those you saved. Statues, monuments, accolades, stories, lofty titles. Are you really so sure that these were made and given merely for the sake of the hero or savior? He shakes his head. Nay. They also serve as reminders, not only for those who were saved or aided, but for those who would come after them. Statues and tales of heroes of old inspire and evoke ambition in future generations, encouraging with both determination and faith, so that maybe one day they too could walk the same road of the heroes of times long past. Honor and glory is one thing, but inspiration and encouragement is another entirely. Both are one side of the same coin. And it takes wisdom and foresight to understand the importance of both, which regretfully you yet lack. And as such, I find this answer wanting. As for your second answer, his expression softens into a genuine smile. The fear of not being good enough for what the world has asked of you is very real, and thus is a very good answer. Truth be told, it is a fear that my sister herself holds. In terms of sheer power, Oriana is the most powerful being in all of existence presently, and by no small measure either. Our mother, Fiona, saw fit to give her a role that would require unquestionable power, and that role is to be the adjudicator of our cosmos. She is the judge, jury, and executioner of godly level and cosmic level beings, and as such, her words and actions are law, and they're not to be questioned by those below her. She is reined in only by those above her authority in the cosmic hierarchy, though with her tremendous power and authority comes equally tremendous responsibility and foresight, as she must act in a manner that she sees fit for what she believes is best for the cosmos. The phrase, heavy is the head that wears the crown, the witch of magic, as it would not be a stretch to say that the Blue Witch is the ruler of the cosmos. Hence why she and Bella have such a strong innate compatibility, as both are queens with with a lot yet to prove of themselves. Bella may even come to synchronize with Oriana one day, as that is simply the degree of potential that girl as a ruler holds. Now, as for myself, he just has a thumb to himself. I am the Witch of Ether, and therefore I wield the power of creation itself, which is unstoppable. And thus, I am the only one who can truly stop Oriana at the conflict level, as the others are not meant to be her mediator. What she is technically none of the business of the other witches, so to speak. However, it is my business. Granted, I know she'll never do anything that would require my intervention, but I am here all the same. So I choose to help her, and what she believes is preferable is for all of you, present heroes and inheritors, to realize your potential. He crosses his arms before shaking his head. However, that cannot come early. With that said, your third answer. If you had the power to change one thing about yourself, it would be to empower your mind and soul. He offers another stern expression, albeit not as sharp as his one earlier. Your soul is a shining beacon of virtue, one that radiates with incredible power, one that empowers you greatly. You already possess incredible power, Ashi of Mercy. You have simply yet to realize it. However, that realization is blinded by a lust for more of what you already have. Before you can make use of further power, you must first come to master the power that you already wield. Malt has unlocked the first step for you down this path of self-mastery. He pauses for a moment before looking towards where Malt was, and as he does, Malt comes back into view within the black void of your mindscape. However, she appears to be frozen in place and depicted in only black and white, almost as if she were somehow frozen in time. As you think that, Leonidas speaks up, bringing his hand to his side. I'm afraid, horn-waving aside, as the archivist is in a league of her own, he gestures a thumb to the gnome as he cranes his neck in your direction. Would you believe that that tiny woman here is the most dangerous living mortal on Diotethus? However, despite this fact, she's actually quite the foil to you, you know. The man grins. Though, I will leave that for you to learn more about yourself. Though I will say this much. I suggest that you get to better know her, as she holds the key for you to unlock your Oop. Leonidas abruptly cuts off, before looking elsewhere in the mindscape. Following his vision, you find Oriana standing beside you, and looking up at you, who appears to just stare at you for several seconds, before eventually looking at Leonidas, who, after a moment, gives a large shrug with a wide smile. It would appear that Her Highness sees fit to you at least to give you a chance to overcome the hurdle on your own. So good luck, because you are going to need it. As he says that, Oriana drifts up to at eye level with you, before taking a finger and seemingly poking your forehead, and as she does, everything around you fades into a vast expanse of white. Or you then made 2 sanity saves at disadvantage, which didn't go very well.
Yeah, disadvantage.
11.
Yeah. At least no nat once, so there's that.
Indeed. Where's Belinda? We need her. Or the Belinda Belovine.
So, you try to focus your mind and perceive where it is you've just been thrust to, but the power you are met with is so utterly overwhelming that you have no chance to even brace yourself before you find yourself thrust back into the black mindscape as you were before. With both witches present, To which Oriana looks to Leonidas before softly shaking her head and then vanishing in a poof of wispy blue energy. The man then gives a large shrug. Believe it or not, you were quite close, so not bad. Don't see this as a failure, but merely learning that you are not quite yet ready. Though, you undoubtedly will be soon, given that attempt.
Ashley would
And to Chien with a thoughtful look. In fact, he pauses for several moments before grinning. We'll just have to wait and see.
Ashley would just given him a nod here, as she would have during his criticism as well, to indicate that he's given her some valuable insight and some past room for thought.
Yeah, you have one of the most powerful beings in the cosmos saying, "Hey, you're already strong. Learn how to use the strength that you have before you desire more."
Yep.
Wonder what that white expanse was. Was that fucking Greater Beyond?
Who knows? She sucked her rolls.
Indeed.
I would probably have a guess on what that was, but
That reminded me of my first trip there.
It's all you.
my guess
Curious.
would be my guess would have been the same expanse of white that I was floating in for a while.
Yeah, which is
The Greater Beyond.
Greater Beyond. Yeah,
I
that's
thought
literally
that
what
was
that was.
prologue of eternity, but whatever.
Well, it is.
It's in eternity.
It's the highest level of eternity that people have found.
Alrighty, so then
So
what happened
what
next?
I learned is I just mixed up the name.
There's
Alright.
the great beyond and the great eternity, and then there's the greater beyond.
Essentially, the Greater Beyond is what the Great Beyond is to the cosmos, except for eternity. However, it currently isn't working right now. So it's like down for extended maintenance, which the maintenance crew, being the agents of fate, have no fucking clue how to fix it.
It's the first job of a fucking software engineer who's thrust into the goddamn NASA command center. Okay, fix our computer.
Yeah, I'll get it eventually. I just need to reference some stuff and stuff.
It's like,
Meanwhile,
alright, there's no
I'm here-
manuals for this shit.
Meanwhile, I'm here like y'all can take a literal eternity getting eternity set up.
Yeah, the longer it's down for maintenance, the less work you have.
Just don't get lost there again, or Clack might just fucking punch you back down to the cosmos.
On my way down, I just shank you in the shin.
It's like you got like fucking like half your juniors just combing through the Greater Beyond. Like she's here somewhere. We just gotta find where.
The initial anger was at Starlight. But yeah.
Starlight got
Only for
trolled
it
by
to turn
Merlin.
out- Oh, yeah, only for it. You were mad at her, only for it to turn out. Oh, it was someone else that you couldn't have. No one could have predicted.
Which is why Starlight was so shocked and just like, Lucky, help! I've lost Lunari. Oh, what do you mean? Exactly that. I lost Lunari. What?
What do you mean lost?
Help? Yeah, what do you mean lost? So
Oh
she's
my God.
here somewhere, but we have no means to find people out here. Such tools don't exist yet. And so she wandered about.
Oh my god.
Multi. Suddenly, Lizard does multi-shuttle clonjutsu to scour the place.
Casual 7 trillion clones like, okay boys, we have a fucking, we have a goddamn jungle to look for a fucking pinwheel.
Don't worry, it's only like looking for a needle in a grain silo.
Vegetable.
Alright. So, with your acknowledgement, he then snaps his fingers. Let's see. And when he does, the world around you instantly returns and you are met with a tight sensation around your chest and a weight against your back. Looking down, you see a pair of arms wrapped around you, and looking over your shoulder, you see Bella behind you, holding fast to you with her eyes closed. Meanwhile, Malt appears to be waiting for you to resume when you are ready. And that is where we will continue.
Where's our Bella?
I couldn't stop myself with that joke.
You found her.
Well, it technically did grow a Bella attachment, but still.
Yeah, she got a lolly attachment.
Hey there, Bella.
So it technically grew, just not in the way that one would normally think.
Haha.
Yeah, she grew, but she's still very short. Like, she's not quite 5 feet yet. But yeah, that's how tall as she's gonna get.
Hey there, Bella.
I feel
She
like,
kinda like-
purposely just ignoring the joke I put.
Huh.
I don't even know what you said.
Oh, the joke was pet sensation. Your chest grew.
Yeah. Let's proceed. Oob.
Bella, who was just kind of like holding on to you, kind of opens her eyes like, "Oh, you're back. So, like, how did it go?"
She kind of shakes her head. I guess I wasn't quite ready yet, but she turns back towards Malt. I think I might get it. I just need a little more time.
Malt offers you a small smile at that. It is indeed progress made. What matters is not that you fail, but that you keep trying. She then takes it to stance.
She just kind of looks at me like, "Listen, Bella, you go join on the sidelines, Bella." And then fixes Malt with another look. "I'm ready to go."
So Bella then kind of drifts back. Whoop, over there by the others. Alright. Back.
Let's do this!
Alright, now Ashi's turn. We ended at the end of Malt's. And we continue. Alright, boss fight continue.
Yes.
Just look for elemental weaknesses, forehead.
Huh. I only do one element. I'm the worst sorcerer. Haha. Anyway. So, and then move around, this strafe around. See what is actually no. What is her reach been demonstrated again? Is it 5 feet or is it 10 feet?
She's in a pair of daggers, so her reach is non-existent.
Okay.
She's short with short arms, and she's little short daggers.
Is it 5, 10,
Her range is like
15?
10 feet.
5, 15. Okay, move up there. And that was 15. Yes. And make 2 attacks. 7 flat points. Ah! Wow, okay, that's fun. Natural 20 on the first one.
Alright, roll normal damage.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, it hits.
At least it hits.
Crit.
Got it.
Just a sad Emmy noise at that.
Pew. Wait, do I still get the EXP though? And the Valor?
Yeah.
Didn't she have tenacity though?
No, she rolled a natural 20. However, Malta is presently immune to critical damage.
Gotcha.
Oh, it was just immune. Right.
Fire.
Right. I remember my bad. I remember she had tenacity, like ranks.
She has tenacity, yeah. But essentially, she wasn't using it yet. So now she is.
Good.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's see here. Avery, please. Avery, please. No sneak attack, I think. Avery is online, but does not want to do anything right now. Do both of them hit?
Wake up.
Do both of them hit?
First hits, second misses.
Okay. Armor class presently greater than 32. Jesus. Oh yeah, at least 37. Derp. I forgot.
Yeah, because as you're fighting Malt, you know, she moves with just unnatural speed. Like, people don't move that fast, but she does.
Let's see here.
Average offline.
Now it's offline. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. I remembered I can add additional. Wait, yeah, the other one missed. I forgot. So.
Yep.
I can re-roll that 12, or rather, roll an additional 12 to add to that one.
Yep.
So that's. See, I think it's any of the dice, right? I think it's any of the dice.
What is it? Which feature was it?
If any fire or radiant damage die you will result in its maximum value, you can roll the die a second time and add to the attack's damage total after all other calculations. Yep. So yes.
So that includes the 4s.
Yes, and then 2 d4s. I can roll that one again too.
Onslaught of fire.
Yes, so that's 44 plus 9 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 for a total of 64. Alright.
So, you know, it's moving around her and taking advantage of an opening that you've managed to find. It's kind of like lift up your melee to just slash down like a fiery cleave. And from your perspective, you're about to just get a good piece of Malt. But she very quickly follows you, tracks her movement with yours, and manages to largely get out of the way, so you only really get a piece of her.
Got it.
You're kind of taken aback, like, huh? Like, she's fast. You're kind of immediately, you know, come to mind of what Leonidas said, that this is the most dangerous living mortal.
Yes. She has
Not
8 burning.
necessarily the most powerful, but in terms of, like, lethality.
Alright. Well, she gets 8 she should get 8 stacks of burn from that.
Yep.
And with that, I'm gonna spend a key point to use Flurry of Blows. However, I'm going to just target myself with both of that and pop up over here next to the statue as I touch myself and give myself some healums. Let's see here. 7. First one. See, the first one's free here, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 48 plus 3. This d10 plus 36. On the first one. Helium 1. 36. And then this one D8 here. The turn position is 6. Max roll. That I'll take it. Almost at max health now. Yay! And there's my. Yes, I use my action surge. That'll be it for now. That'll do.
Alright. So, as soon as you finish healing yourself, Malt closes the distance in a blink of an eye. She's just right in front of you.
Yep. I should have bought my counted eyes back at this point, right?
Yep.
So we'll be attack die. Attack 5.
Alright, so she comes at you real fast with a jab, straightforward thrust, and you just managed to catch it before it hits you and knock her hand away, and which gives you an opening.
Alrighty, so that's a
So you beat
20,
her die.
25, which misses.
Yeah. Though despite her losing her balance, she manages to duck under your attack just really quick before coming at you with a slash across your dagger.
Alrighty, another D8. This is also attack. I protect, but I also attack 3.
3 just fails.
Oh, okay, loses that one. Got
You
it.
try to block this attack too, but she's just so fast. She get the side of your leg, slashes across your side a bit. While each individual attack doesn't necessarily hurt too much, but they're very quickly adding up.
Let's see.
And you take
20. What is it?
9 slashing damage.
22. 9 slashing. Okay.
You're not dodging, are you?
No, I'm not dodging presently. Is this another attack coming?
Yep.
We block with a natural 8.
So, taking advantage of her momentum, she just kind of like swings around to your side and slashes you across the side and across your back, just with one big cleave of her dinky little dagger, which still hurts.
Yeah, so an 8
Try
didn't
to
do.
block it, but you can't quite get it. She's just so fast.
Yep, I lost that die too. It's whatever.
And you take 11 damage.
11? Okay.
Ouch.
With your guard now down, she very quickly slashes across your back with her dagger, and then with her other hand, she does 2 quick jabs poking your side. So you take
Yeah.
11 piercing damage, or 11 slashing damage from the first, and then 10 piercing and 11 piercing from her offhand.
Wait, so it's how many 11s?
1 11, and then a 10. Oh yeah, it was
I'm confused.
yeah, it was 2 11s and a 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Alright. I was like, what?
Alright, Ashi.
Yes.
Roll 6, 1d100. But first, make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save first. Okay.
Yo.
Which I technically make with advantage because of Hero's Feast. Another Rimber. It was 7. It was 7. Whiz. 19. Probably not enough. Hehe. And now 60 100s. Correct?
Yo.
No, not these.
So,
Not
her
good.
imposing presence just bearing down on you. Shakes you again. You take 4 levels of fear.
Okay. Alright. Alright. It's not great.
Alright. And that then ends your turn. Your turn.
Let's see. Okay, now we're starting to have a problem. At this point, we just fight. That's all I can do. And I'll do this. Let me check here. Where's the fear? Yes, so I did this. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Because of this now.
You are currently panicked.
Yes, both of these miss, understandably.
Inside mold.
It's getting very trying to maintain.
To maintain your Uji.
Kabashi, yep. Let's see, I can't remember if it's my healing surge.
You received the effects of a long rest, so you have not used it yet. Because
Was it a bonus action to
beat
do?
the crap out of you.
Yeah, was it a bonus action to do?
No, it's a standard action.
Okay. Then I'll use my second wind as a bonus action. Okay, 19. And that's gonna be her turn.
I'll pause it briefly, looking at you, looking across you, and then she says, "You really should be attempting to dodge, because you're just giving me openings."
Is all she can say.
Presently, it is trivial to try to hit you.
Gotcha.
And she makes a bunch of attacks on you.
Yep. Now the counter dice, I don't think I think I rolled normally.
Yeah, see, the thing is if you dodge, they roll 2, keep the lowest. So that makes your counter die even better. The more disadvantage your target has, the higher
Got it.
the chance that your block dice.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Malt's kind of pointing that out, like in universes, and like you
Yeah.
really should be doing them.
Got it. The panic state makes things interesting to consider. Nah.
What does it do for yours? Because each one does something different.
I got a I have a penalty to attack, twofold, and I have to fight.
Is that the steadfast thing?
Yes.
Because I remember each one does something different.
Yes.
I know Harden, you essentially go berserk.
Object of fear within reach, have to fight. Object of fear within movement, have to freeze.
Right. There's something more, though.
Nah.
Yeah, I said each panic has something unique.
Yes. Those.
Like I said, I don't know what steadfast is. I only know what Harden is.
Ah.
Let's see. Let me go and check the
When you panic hard, essentially. But you also... Yes.
Isn't that what hardened is?
Yeah, Harden is when you panic, you go berserk. Like, you literally get the berserk condition.
Yes, that is the unique effect of harden, which is not the case of steadfast.
Yeah, like I said, somewhere, this is somewhere. I think maybe in the...
In mechanic scratch paper.
Yeah.
Why isn't it here? What the hell? I'm so fucking tired trying to fix this shit. Is anyone going to check mechanic scratch paper?
I'm looking at it now. Which part do you need? Nah.
What it says there.
Base effect of panic. Before any other bravery type says disadvantage 3, -5 to attack rolls and ability checks. Disadvantage and -5 to all saves. Yes?
Yeah, but there's the other part which mentions the unique effects of it.
Yes, that's why I said base before any other barrier types. For non-sanity, that is.
Oh yeah, it's let's see. You were steadfast, yeah?
Yes.
Additional 2.
Yes.
Yeah, which would be... You're effectively at... So, effectively you add two effect tiers to it.
I'm going by what's in my sheet right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it affects the sheet, actually.
So essentially, all the penalties add 2 to them.
Yeah,
Yes.
effectively. That's what I make of it. That's what I imagine this means. Yes, because reckless would be doubled. Steadfast would be additional 2. Calm would be doubled. And yeah, hardened would become berserk. So yeah, you have your basically all of your mods are down to shit.
Yes, I know.
Like they weren't already though, because it's Ashi.
The additional 2, I believe, refers to gain, not effects. As in, fair gain.
Well, you're already 10. There's nothing beyond that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, it doesn't make much sense otherwise. But anyway,
Oh, I know what it is.
Yes?
You add an additional 2 levels of fear, so you have to go down that much more to get out.
yes, that's what I figured.
Yeah, increase your fear level by 2.
Yes, there you go. So yes, she make attack, and I rolled a 4 on the d8.
You try to stop the attack, but Malt just effectively weaves right around you and slashes across your arm as you try to, like, block.
Yeah, I'll make that the block dice because that makes sense. So it's mitigated slightly, at least. I don't remember how it works. I try to find the list.
Essentially, you reduce the damage taken by the amount that you rolled. Oh, 4.
Okay.
And for reduction to take 8 damage.
So 4.
No.
Second attack. D8. Nope. Unless
Alright, so you go to, or she goes to attack you now, going like straight, like right at your like chest, and you manage to catch her dagger and use her momentum against her to just sweep her across and just throw her back, and then she just falls down. She's prone.
Okay.
She rolled a nat 1 versus her counter die. That's
Well
very
then.
bad.
Well then.
Malt is currently prone.
Also, I forgot to
and
say.
she ends her turn.
Also, I forgot to say that she took 8 burns from the previous thing.
Yep.
Now it's 6 burn. Okay.
Back to Ashi's.
Yes.
And roll
Though 2
instances of 1d100.
technically, I would have made an attack against her because of the attack dice, so I just do that.
Yes.
See, with that, would I have advantage from that because of what happened, or
Yes, because this happens after the result.
so that would reduce it by 1. 2. Okay, it missed, but hey, it's Dex EXP. Okay, so then how many D100s? Okay. The first one works. It's a 10. It's a 10. Woo!
Right. Make 2 sanity saves.
Okay. This is not the good day to not have determination. Huh. Okay, so thankfully these are unaffected by a sphere.
Yes, they're not affected by penalties.
D20 plus.
Sanity save is essentially your own mental fortitudes.
18 and 23. Nah. 3.
We shall take a short break because something happened.
Yeah! Nah.
Alright, so after that last onslaught of attacks, and you manage to catch Malt off guard or to knock her off your feet, you manage to get a brief moment of clarity of mind, and then Bella yells out to you, Ashi, you need to focus! Stop panicking. And it gives you a moment.
Takes a deep breath.
Ashi, roll 3 D100, keep lowest one.
Come on, below your character level. Or even
Yeah,
better, a 1.
Yeah, put in D&D discussion vibes. Bowser's quote-unquote fat in that game.
22. But I do think I do think that the DC, the reverse DC lowers to be easier each time.
No, it's you get another level. However, that's enough for this.
Gotcha.
No,
You have a modifier.
Die.
Got it?
Alright, so with that bit of mind, you just kind of close your eyes and just kind of calm yourself. And you picture a scene of white. This white expands all around you before it then just erupts into fire. And all of you watching this, watch, it's just Ashi just erupts into just this massive inferno.
Whoa.
Which is completely just blocks her out. Malt has to like scurry away from this because fucking that's big fire.
Hey, mental thing. Starlight, what's going on?
And then as the flames begin to like intense, they became like orange. But then you notice something as it continues to heat. You can feel the heat waves of it from where you guys are. Like this is intense. But as it does, the fire turns blue.
Ooh.
And gets even hotter.
Ooh.
Yes. Blue fire.
Again, mentally. Starlight, what's going on? Starlight, what's going on here?
Something amazing.
I'm
And
guessing.
then very
we just
suddenly,
have-
that entire bit of fire just gets drawn into Ashi.
Did I feel any
Yeah.
Did I feel any spatial distortion from that? Actually, how's Jinami looking after that?
She's just like clutched onto you. But yeah, so as that fire gets drawn in, you notice that a long wreath of fire kind of swirls around Ashi and coiling around her a bit. Ashi, you get this.
Did I
Yeah,
succeed?
I am pretty sure that based on Starlight's reaction, it's something we can't say how the exacts of to be.
You passed by 1.
Ooh.
You had a negative 10
Gotcha.
like, from Bella.
Gotcha. Amazing. Manifestation of the mind. Accessory. Soulfire wreath of the shifter flame. Knew it was going to be accessory. Permanently tuned. A temperamental manifestation of soul in the form of a long wreath of intense soulfire that loosely coils around the body of its user. This beautiful blue and purple fire is as intense as fire can possibly get, because technically speaking, it doesn't actually exist. The fire of this wreath is merely a concept made manifest by Ashi's subconsciousness when her soul absorbed the potential needed to manifest this object for the first time. So while the flames of this wreath may not be real fire, the damage left in its wake would certainly like to argue otherwise. Let's see, let me just...
Essentially, it's hot on demand.
Hot on demand. Haha. Well, yeah, let me just add this here. Also, Ollie.
Soulfire effect right there.
Also, Ollie lost a bet. He thought it was going to be a tiara.
I like that Soulfire thing, especially considering what we know is going to be in there.
Let's
Undead things are defenseless.
Yes.
Anyways, go on. Just read it.
Yep, I am. I was waiting for people. Anyway.
You can copy it later.
While this wraith is manifest, you receive the following effects. Soulfire. You gain a bonus to attack rolls equal to your Wiz mod times 2 times the manifestation of the mind level of this object. Which is 1.
So essentially, it's 6.
6. Whenever you deal fire damage, you can choose to change the damage type to Soulfire instead, which, shorter return to level beings is absolute, and incorporeal undead creatures are defenseless against it, so it's stronger than stronger than Phoenix Fire!
Essentially, the damage you roll is what they take, period.
Gotcha.
There's no way to reduce it.
Got it.
At all. Unless you're an eternity level being, which is literally the witches. So,
Got it.
other than witches, if you roll 100 damage, your target takes 100 damage.
Gotcha. They're also defenseless too, so that helps.
Well, that's just undead.
Yeah, but they're undead,
Like
sorry.
ghosts.
Yeah.
Ghosts hit by this are in for a very bad time.
You can do this a number of times equal to West mod, times the manifestation of mind level of this object, regaining all expended uses upon the completion of a short rest. There you go. Improved sonic defenses. As a free action while your sonic defenses feature is active, which is the same thing that Elowick has, right?
Yep.
No, yeah. You focus your sonics to take even greater control of your wraith, allowing you to temporarily aid in better defending yourself. Until the start of your next turn, the sides of the counter dice granted by extrasensory perception feature can become d20s and they are rolled at advantage. You can use the number times equal to Wismod, chance of your mind level of this object, to all expended uses upon the completion of a short rest. Soulfire Crucible. When a creature afflicted by a burn is reduced to 0 hit points, you can use your reaction to cause all hostile creatures within 20 feet of it to make a con save against your wisdom save, or be afflicted by an equal number of burn stacks that it had, or half as many on a successful save. You can do this at number times equal to your Wismod times the manifestation of the mind level of this object, beginning all expended uses upon the completion of a short rest. 3 per short rest. Rain of Fire. Creatures are hit with a melee attack. Take fire damage equal to half of your wisdom score and the manifestation times the manifestation of my level of this object, as well as a number of burn stacks equal to half the damage taken. If the creature that hit you is wearing metal armor, they are instead afflicted with a number of burn stacks equal to the damage taken. Deal 8 fire damage and 4 burn. 8 burn that wear metal armor, then hit by melee. Okay. Got it.
Read the last one.
Hot Stub. Creatures who attempt to grapple you with ill intent are in for a very bad time. Alright, so it's discriminatory, which is nice.
I feel like I know the
Ooh,
name Zao,
nice.
but
It's
blanking
blue and
on-
purple.
Ooh, that's
The
cool.
blue is the center of the flame, and the edge of it are purple.
That's really cool. That's a character from Ruina, which you only played a little bit of, I guess.
I stopped playing mainly because laptop was not liking it.
Yeah, gotcha.
Wait, who? Zhao?
Yeah, Zhao.
Ooh, oh yeah, it is.
Zhao with
It
a...
totally is. Holy shit!
And well, my laptop got uncomfortably hot with that, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
I am fire.
stop playing you then.
Yeah, Emmy has that, except for it's instead of yellow and red, it's blue and purple.
Like, that, it's a fair assessment to make, I think, that if your laptop or whatever gets extremely hot while playing it, you should probably stop playing it.
You should probably get a better cooling system. But
Yep.
stop playing for the meantime.
Sonic defenses.
Up by quite a bit.
Ooh. Presumably for this endeavor
No,
specifically.
permanently.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
You now have 20 sanity.
Yeah. Gee,
Congratulations!
Yeah.
You are finally Congratulations!
I am
You finally
sane.
found your sanity.
I am sane. At long last, I am sane.
You feel a sense of clarity of mind, unlike any you've had before, as the soul fire just consumed you. And when you return, you're more focused than ever before. So your defense would be...
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do-do-do-do-do. Suffice to say, quite a bit higher.
Yes.
Yeah, before it was 18. No, it was
It was
yeah, it was 18.
no, it should have been 21, I think, base.
No, your base is 18. If we're going by your character sheet, your base is 18.
Oh yeah. Nah. 10 plus 5 plus 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, now, yeah, you have 5 more AC.
24. Okay. So, alright, so plus that much.
Yeah, which you now got because you passed this, you get your psionic defenses too.
Yeah.
And you get an additional bonus to your feature. Let me find it. Keep in mind, this has a limited number of uses. You can do psionic defenses.
Yep. I do remember that.
1/4 your character level,
Yes.
rounded down.
Yes.
Plus your efficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. I forgot to add, if you're incapacitated, this ends.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you go back to your normal AC calculation, which is 18.
Yeah. Well, I do believe the Drake armor, so long as I have that at least, when I'm not using sonic defenses, it increases by like 2, I think.
I'm pretty sure that you don't have that. That's Eliwick.
It was something that it was what Malk gave me to replace my missing body parts.
Yeah. So that doesn't apply to this because your
I know.
AC calculation becomes this flat.
It's different. I was just talking about the base, but yes.
Yeah, so it's base 20, I guess. Let me find this. Where the fuck are you?
Humla.
There we go.
I forgot about that thing. What do I keep at it?
That.
Wow, scientific is active. It was you. Your wisdom you add your wisdom modifier just counted as rolls. Okay.
So is your counter die plus 3?
Yep. So that's part of manifestation of the mind.
Well, I said you eventually unlocked your full psionic potentials.
Yeah.
You had half of it. Because you didn't have psionic defenses yet.
Okay.
So now you do.
Yes. Got it. Let's see. Add that as part of improved sonic defenses, presumably.
No. This is part of your psionic defenses thing. I already changed it.
Oh, thank you. I was wondering.
Alright, once you have everything updated, we'll continue.
Yep, should be all updated now.
Alright, so as your wreath of soulfire just kind of loosely floats around you, you feel a calm. And you feel more focused than ever. And most of all, you feel powerful. Ashi, your turn.
Without looking back, she's just going
no
to...
longer frightened.
Yes. Thank you, Bella. If it weren't for you, this wouldn't be possible. She's not... She's still looking at Maud as she's saying this. She's just calling it out.
Yeah, Malta's back on her feet. She had a bit of time to get up.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Yeah. Alright, so... Let's see here. Play with my new toys. Okay. Regarding Soulfire, do I have to do this before or after the attack and damage are resolved?
You have to claim it before, otherwise that's effectively cheating. It's like, oh, I hit really hard, I want to use it.
Okay.
No.
Got it. Just making sure. So, yes. So, a stack of Soulfire. Yes, we make attack. Make one attack first. Nah. Add +6. Soul Fiery Slush. That's a 45 to hit. And you know what?
Say that hits.
I have... because I want this to really count, I'm spending another flare point to make that a... Let's see, it's a natural 18? Yeah, that will exactly enough. Natural 20 for that one. I don't gain any valor, but I do gain a crit hit.
Yep.
This is no time to hold
I would
back.
say she's immune to critical damage, but not this.
Not this? That's why I did it. Let's see, and then I'll just roll the next one normal.
Actually, no. Yeah, she's still, like, she's impervious to critical damage. So you roll normal damage, but she just takes it.
Alright, so, yeah, that's kind of the reason why I tried to do it, but it's whatever.
Eventually, this happens before the roll happens.
Alright, that's whatever.
Essentially, this thing.
Alright, that's fair enough, I guess. /2, which is just gonna be fairly normal.
The more you know.
More you know, indeed. Alright, that second one misses, unfortunately. But, I do deal the damage.
So are you making a normal attack or fiery thing? Like, what are you doing?
Hmm.
What kind of attack is this?
So
I assume it's fire?
yes, Phoenix Fire on the first one.
Yeah,
No,
so
no, it's-
as you run up to Maul, your weapon just erupts into blue and purple fire.
Yes.
And as the rest of you guys watch this, just the entire space around Ashi just distorts with heat waves.
There, we're gonna make this a tripping attack.
Roll a tapu. And what's the save?
I was about to say sanity save. Yeah, totally sanity save. No, it's a strength save, DC. If I can find it again. DC 17. Save.
So as you just slash down into her, you try to like get her off the balance, but she manages to keep up. But you slice, as you cut her, you feel very little resistance. And you cut in deep. You have a hot knife through butter.
10. Burn.
So and after you cut, you know, there's like a char like across the cut
Huh.
where you hit her.
Alright.
It's just charred black. And you quickly realize that this fire is powerful.
Yeah.
Well, kind of like winces, but then kind of gives you a small smile before her expression comes back to serious.
Thank you so much, Malt. For showing me how to use my strength. And then goes on for with another attack. And misses.
She manages to get out of the way of this one. It's just like flame, just... Essentially, you only use the charge if you hit, but you have to declare before the attack.
Good to know, good to know.
So as your flaming blue sword like swings down at her, she manages to like hop out of the way, and your sword just like connects with the ground, and just you cut into the cement.
Hehe.
You kind of like yank your sword out, and there's like a dip of like 3 or 4 inches that's just charred black all around it.
Yep.
Suffice to say, that's a nasty attack.
Bonus action, use a flare point to use patient defense. So I am dodging. And free action, improved sonic defenses, so that my stuff becomes much better. As soon as that happens, she takes her weapon up and enters a stance. And her eyes shoot open, blazing with passion and intensity, and that ends her turn.
Alright. So Malt moves at you and then takes a slice at you with her dagger, trying to go towards your side.
Okay, so attack, Ch.1, attack, and I add my wisdom modifier.
Wisdom.
Yes.
So +3.
Attack! That's a...
So as you go to she goes to attack you, you set aside and just catch her blade and just throw her away, effectively, knocking her a bit off balance.
What happens because I roll a nat? What happens when I roll a nat?
Or essentially, roll your attack at advantage.
Nice! Alrighty. Do I get anything else for it, or just that? Well, it missed.
Disadvantage.
Okay, got it. Got it. Unfortunate.
So, despite her being knocked off balance, she very quickly recovers and just kind of ducks off to the side as your sword just sweeps through where she was just standing.
Let's see.
And then she quickly jumps forward and then goes to stab you with her dagger.
Yeah, we roll again. That's a 19.
Although you've gotten used to, as you feel your psionics, you watch Malt, and now you see the pre-images before that you saw of the spiders now with Malt. And you know exactly where she's going. So you step aside and you catch her attack and you just block it out of the way.
Alright, make another attack, because that's another counter attack die. I've lost it.
Yep.
See, just that. Miss again. Because...
Despite, getting
wait, hold on.
off balance.
I forgot to add the +6. 36. Was it... I forgot if it was 36 or 37.
36 just hits.
Okay, got it. Got it! Yeah! At least 36.
Well, it is 36. It just
Yeah!
hits.
Got it.
Malt might have some high AC when she's using psionic defenses.
Got it. Let's see here. Sheer attack attuned and prof die with manifest mind. Got it. Alright, so roll damage.
Yep.
Oh wow, okay. 3 D4s? 2 D4s? Okay, so...
Oh, the soul fire.
I didn't say it would be, so no. This is just your run-the-mill Phoenix Fire.
Alright. So as you cut down into her, she manages to kind of duck out of the way a little bit as to not get a direct hit. But it still slashes into her side, and you just cut across her bodysuit.
Yeah, so 48.
She kind of winces at just the burn.
Yeah, so Phoenix, so 48 Phoenix Flame, and she has 19 stacks of burn right now. And got it. Okay.
Alright, so she then makes another attack, going for your upper arm and shoulder as you swing past her.
Alright, make another manifest counter die. 18.
So once again, you see where she's going before she gets there, and you step out of the way and just swing down at her.
Alright. That's a 27, miss. Huh.
Seeing this coming, she very quickly stops short and hops back just as your sword just swings where she just was. She kind of then gives a small smile. You're starting to get the hang of it.
I give also another small smile. That means a lot. Let us see the lessons paying off.
She then very quickly runs up to you and goes to stab you in the side.
Alright, we make another counterattack. That's another 18.
So, despite this, once again you see her coming, and you step to the side and just cleave down at her again.
Nope. That's not gonna do.
And once again, she manages to just dive and roll out of the way as your sword just passes through right where she was moving. And then she hops up, leaps up at you and just goes to, like, stab you with both of her daggers.
Is that 2 attacks or 1?
That's 2 attacks.
Okay, then I do this like so. 17 and a natural 20 again. But first, let's see if the 17 is enough to stop her.
So, as you do, you catch both of her daggers on the edge of your sword, and you just push forward several steps and just run her over and knock her down.
Ooh.
The next 2 attacks automatically hit.
Ooh.
She rolled a natural 1 versus your natural 20.
This is amazing. Alright, so...
You beat both of her hits.
So I don't have to...
Both automatically hit. You don't need to make an attack roll.
Nice.
Roll for Valor.
Okay. So just... Yep.
First one's straight, second one's at advantage.
Okay. Let's see here. Got it?
Yeah, you don't get Valor for counter die.
Nope. No Valor. And... to do any... Ch.1. No Valor here. Unfortunately. Both hits, so there's that. I do get sneak attack on one of these. So there's that. And I'm going to... Okay. I'm not going to use Soul Fire on this one. I'm going to use it on the next. Okay. Plus D12 plus D12 plus 2D4. So 47 on the first strike and 23 burn, and then now on the second strike, make use of Soul Fire and see, make this another tripping attack. Well, actually, no, there's no point in using trip attack. I know, the only reason I said that is because it adds damage, but yeah, no. Just your everyday sneak attack. I don't suppose I can make this a backstab, the thing that makes a d6 into d8?
Technically, no, because she's laying prone.
Okay, got it.
It's a little hard to backstab when her back's on the ground.
Yes. Okay. Got it. So yeah, there's just this. And this is...
So your first swing, you just catch her and knock her down to slice into her. And as she falls to the ground, you just take up your stance, rear your sword high up, and just cleave straight down into her. Knowing that this is warded against death, so you don't have to hold back. Malt goes to move, but she's just not fast enough, and you just carve straight across her entire midsection. Leaving a charred black mark where your sword went.
Rip.
In peace.
Malt has a lot of HP, but this is very quickly adding up.
Indeed. Ah, fuck. How many instances of...
And She lost. She goes prone, so you lose her last attack. You blocked all 5 of her attacks.
Ooh.
Alright, back to your turn.
1 sec. Let's see. Did I? When did I hit? I hit with a couple attacks here, right? Didn't I? Fuck.
You hit with 3.
I hit with 3 attacks?
Let's see, you hit with the 1, and then you hit with these 2.
Got it.
You hit with the 36, the others miss, and then you hit these 2.
So okay, so that was a 33, and that was a 33 plus. That was a 34 plus 33 plus 15. Plus 4. No, plus 4. Plus.
So he thinks all about that.
37 plus 10. 47 plus 31. Okay. Got it. Okay, now I shouldn't have the appropriate number of charges. Got it. Okay, back to my turn. Sorry about that.
So, if you're her revenge over something that wasn't even the case.
So she's prone, so I'm gonna move up to her. And
go on. Because I'm not playing the lead.
make 2 more attacks against her. With advantage, because she's prone. I think is how I do this now.
You're playing a lead.
A natural 20 and a 38, both hit. I do get Valor for that one, at the very least. Plus XP.
First of all, though, I don't think
Very good. Very, very good.
we'll figure out.
Alright, make 5 rolls of 1d100, or... No, this is 2d100, keep most 1.
How many instances you said?
5.
2d100, keep lowest one. 26, 58, 32, 24, 7.
Alright, nothing happened. Alright, no, actually that last one.
Yeah, 7.
Make 2 sanity saving throws.
Oh, that is fucking cold. Okay. I know there's almost 5 degrees difference.
Okay. C plus
Okay,
5 plus 8.
is that 59?
2 sanity saves. Did I have anything for that? I don't think I did, right?
No. You should just have proficiency like everyone.
Heh!
And then now plus 5.
Alright, 14 and 14. Jeezums.
So you take a moment, you focus on the wreath of soul fire around you, and try to stabilize its fire, but you can't quite do it.
Jeezums, that's a depressing series of rolls. Alright. What is it doing? Oh yeah, damage. Damage! See, I think it was too late for me to say it was so far, so this is Phoenix Flame. Do I get sneak attack on one of them?
Yes. Because she is prone.
D6. Sneaky. Fucking sneakies. Sneaky Phoenix. Yes, I wanna. Yes, Sanaki! Alright, I'll do it like this for fun. Alright, so plus 12 plus 2d4. No, I meant. Let me roll that again. D12 plus 2d4. There you go. Alright, so 59 damage on the first strike. And then just this again. And then 29 on the second. And she takes 4, 5, 6, 10 additional stacks of burn.
Yeah, Malt's not looking too good after those.
33. See. And then bonus action, once again, patient defense. There's not another flare point of that one. Nah. And it's my turn here.
You know. So Malt. So after the attack, Malt moves and hops away, but she's just gone in an instant. Before you even get a chance to try to react, she's already away from you.
Got it.
And, you know, she's scarred, cut, and just battered, looking very much like she's gone through quite the ringer. It kind of like then takes a moment. Very well. Perhaps I shall stop holding back a bit more. And healing energy just like swirls around her, washes over her. And she's looking a lot better.
Survives to say. Survives to say. Well, I haven't seen the change yet. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. She's almost at full now. Alright, give me your best shot. Let's see if you can quench this flame. Heh. Being cheeky.
So she just drops her daggers and then holds out her hand before, you know, golden energy forms a 4-inch sheet, then reaches 4, and she has that funky sword again, the one that she blew away Julia with.
Okay.
Actually, no, I think she hit you with this one before.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah,
And,
she hit me.
That's that painful shooty blade.
Yeah, the gun blade did hit Ashi.
Yes, that's why she went flying all across the other side of the area, of the arena.
So this weapon drawn, she then quickly moves forward, leaps up
Candace.
and just cuts straight down for you.
Counted as, and also I am dodging, remember?
Yes. Something, what, dog, what? I didn't hear the first thing you said.
I said, and just remember, I'm dodging. That's a 20. Good luck with that one, Malt. I imagine I beat her in this clash?
Hold on.
Well, your counter dice is a 20.
Currently, yes. When manifest.
It takes charge.
Yes.
So that would then mean you've used 2 charges.
Okay, I thought it was just a charge to enter.
Yeah, it's charge to enter until the start of your next turn.
Oh, yeah. Okay, correct.
So you can do it 3 times in total.
Got it. Okay. Amish instead. Got it. Derp.
The higher manifestation level, the more you can do it.
Got it.
But yeah, essentially, it makes you Neo from the Matrix until the start of your next turn.
What is she doing? She's starting to believe.
Hey.
So as she leaps down to slash at her, you very quickly move into her and just slash straight at her before she can swing down. Because you see where she's going before she reaches it.
Reaction slishy, and this one hits.
And you're very quickly coming to realize that she has no answer for you.
Yes.
You reading her movements, she's not able to correct by the time that you're already attacking.
Yeah. Can I make this so far?
Roll intuition. Roll.
D20 plus 3 plus D8. Ashi into it. 19.
You're beginning to realize, wait, does precog trump telepathy? Because before she was easily evading your attacks, but now she can't almost at all. It's turned to be very one-sided in your favor.
This is different. And then tries to go for the attack, which hits with a 43.
Yes.
Can I make this over? Can I make this over?
Declare before you roll?
No. Because
Then no.
all habits. Anyway. Yeah. New habits. But yeah, that's fine. I don't mind.
It's gonna be something. That sort of habit's gonna be fucking hard
Yes.
when I get to playing a Keefe again, or is Paladin different with that? I forget.
Angel, 44
I don't
plus
remember off the top of my
7.
head.
41.
Yeah, it's because of how powerful it is, you have to call first.
So 44. 44. And another 6 stack will burn. 33 plus 30.
I remember that ruling was made with the Warlock Smite thing,
Yes.
but I don't remember if it was said that it's refunded if you don't connect or whatever.
Well,
Oh yeah,
it's time to
if you
launch a
don't
divine.
hit, you technically don't use it.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, sorry. I need to just need to
Essentially,
remind
you're
myself.
prepared to do it if you hit them, but if you don't, it's well, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
I just need to remember to do it. Sorry. But yes. That's 44 Phoenix Flaming damage.
Alright. So, with this attack foiled, she then kind of ducks down and runs her blade across the cement, just creates some sparks, and she just cleaves up right into you.
Okay, can I make another Manifest Mind counter die?
Well, yeah. Well, can you roll counter dice?
Yes, 17.
Well, there you go. 17 meets. So you win, but you lose the counter die.
Got it.
Bolt's catching on. Little
Yes,
bit.
yes.
Yeah,
And-
as she made this attack, she did it in such a way that you couldn't move out of the way because she was swinging through you.
Yeah. Let's see, and I need to make an attack. That's another 44 to hit.
Suffice to say, that hits.
So close to a critical hit, too.
And then not that it matters.
Not that it matter. Not that a crit.
Yeah,
would
this
be-
is like farming
matter,
for
but
valor.
still.
Pretty much. 3 to 12.
Well, farming for valor and probably weapon EXP.
Yep, that's
Let's see. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say. Fuck, I was gonna say it, but I would have wanted to. I wanted to proc the effect of my sword that allows me to deal half of the recurrent burn stacks as additional damage.
Yeah, you can claim that at any time before the, roll is resolved, because you already know what the damage is going to be.
Yes. So this is 35 plus.
So her burn stack
39.
goes down by half, and you deal that damage.
Yeah, 35 plus 39, which is 74 stacks of Phoenix the Flame.
How much burn does she have?
39.
Well, you deal half of it.
Oh, just
Not
half
all
of it?
of it.
Okay.
Yeah, because that'd be pretty powerful.
Alright, so 30. 39 divided by 2. Because I must have miswritten. So 19. So 35 plus 19. 54.
Well, yeah, so you just barely meet her, and you clash with her blades, but you manage to overpower her by stepping into her, taking advantage of her small frame, and just cutting into her shoulder and across her chest.
I misread it. Got it.
Yeah, leveraging, pushing down into her. Yeah, remember that attack with Lucia? Where she, pinned down Shizuru? Yeah, you kind of just did that to her.
Vaguely. Got it.
She's overpowered.
Okay. Very nice.
You're quickly finding that taking advantage of your height is the best way to actually hit her.
Got it.
Because you're heavier and taller than she is. As strong as she might be, leverage is still a thing. Gravity be a bitch.
Yep. How to
It's
talk
over,
short-
Anakin. I have the high ground.
You mean you're just 5'6" while I'm 4'3"?
Malt's fucking short.
Indeed.
Anyway, that's how short are you, Malt?
I appreciate how that lame Star Wars reference joke was ignored.
Yes. So what happens next?
Yeah, Malt is 210. She's tiny.
Yeah, so what happened next?
So after that cut, she does a backspin around and just cleaves straight in towards your midsection.
Okay, using the block dice here. That's a 12.
So as she swings at you to cleave right into the center of her, you step into the attack and pull a justice, because seeing where this is going, you attack her sword and hit it, and it just knocks it out of her hand and it goes flying.
Yeah! So I retain my block dice. Haha.
Yeah, the sword's over there. Malt then very quickly hops away, moves over there, grabs it, and moves to right about there and ends her turn.
Got it. Alrighty. Alrighty, so
He takes a stance.
is that one of the stances I've seen before?
Yeah, you recognize that's her thing. She'll hit you if you get too close. But you're like, haha, my reach is bigger.
Yes. Alright, I was gonna.
Her sword is deceptively short range.
Yes.
It looks like it should hit you.
Yeah, I was gonna use Phoenix Possession, but I've seen this before, so How about... So unfortunately, no. You are safe yet, Malt. From big damage. So I'm not gonna test that right now. Alright, so... Regain my thing. And it goes without saying, I'm gonna spend another charge. My last charge of improved defenses. As I make 2 attacks.
Roll them at disadvantage. Because she is currently dodging.
Alright, cool, yes. Actually, no. I'm gonna use channel key for this one. I think. Let's see. Gonna defense in this, just set up something. Okay. Let's say I get 5 back.
So what did you use?
Okay, I'm using channel key.
So as you then focus, make a sanity save. As you
In
feel a presence invade your mind as you begin to focus.
interesting. Okay. That's a 25.
So you just manage to just shrug it off as you feel that Malt's trying to effectively distract you. But you manage to, maintain your focus and finish your channeling of ki.
Yes. Right. I'm gonna say.
Malt kind of offers a small smile. Very good.
Thanks. I
You're
take.
getting the hang of this.
Yeah, I take 50 damage. As I regain 5 key points.
The fire around you burns you a bit as you get clarity of mind.
Eight minus 5.
But then you notice that
Yeah.
you're not as hurt as you would be.
Oh,
You only take 5 damage for each.
5 damage for each. Okay.
Yeah, so that'd be 25.
25. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So you realize that after the fact.
Yes, as part of that bonus action, I can make Flurry of Blows. I am going to... Yeah, one of them for free, so I'm going to use that to... Let's see... Say that 5 as... I heal 4 to the 8. 4, 3. 8 plus D10 plus 6. So I heal 29. And then with my other flare of blows, I'm going to make a 7 point. Really isn't the point. I don't think I physically can roll high enough for this one, so nah, I'm just going to forgo the last one. I want to get some key points back.
What's this 3d8 thing for? Is that a heal?
Heal, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't have... my Flare Blows mod is not high enough, so there's no point in using it here. So yes, there you go. That ends Ashi's turn.
Malt's turn. She ends her turn. Ashi's turn.
Heh.
You know, she just seems to be waiting for you.
Okay. Interesting. Roll intuition on this? Like, is she just going to force me to make the first move, or is there something else she's trying to accomplish here?
Roll insight.
Okay. E20 plus 3 plus 12 plus 2d8. 14 insight.
You try to like think about what she's trying to do, and you have no idea. Well, it's very hard to read right now. And once again comes to mind what Leonidas said, that this is the most dangerous breed mortal. Not in terms of power, but just sheer degree of lethality.
You really are a dangerous woman. Just kind of sighs for a bit. And... Ugh. Oh yeah, also Mal took 19 burn damage. Should have taken 2 burn twice, actually, when I'm thinking about it.
Alright, so 19 and what?
Let's see... 19 and 13. For a 12... Bruh, that's not what I meant to do. So she has 8 stacks to burn and she took that much. For a total of 32 flame. There you go. What's that about? You rolled here. Why'd you roll a d10?
You'll see.
Alright, let's see. Okay, so do I have any more uses of this? Technically, I do. So she's still doing the stun, right?
Yep.
I'm thinking of doing something unorthodox, which is to hold action to make an attack to disarm her again, and then just get in her range. Does that seem like a reasonable idea with an intuition roll, or?
Roll intuition.
Intuition on the disarm. 9! Heh.
It might be a good idea.
Who the hell knows? I'm starting to get tapped on resources and whatnot, so... So yes, I'm going to hold action to immediately attack her short and disarm her. Waste 2 attacks. And then... I'm gonna move in. Like so. Because I believe that's within her range, right? Is it 10 feet?
Nope.
5 feet?
Yep.
So I'm just gonna run in and I'm gonna make disarming attack.
And as you do, make a sanity save.
Yep. 5 plus D8. Sun. 17.
So as you get ready to like react to her, you feel once again Malt just invade your mind. Although this time, you find yourself like a sense of vertigo as she just swings down at you. You try to like recorrect, but you notice that she's not trying to hit you. So
Right.
as you go to try to disarm, you find that she goes right for your weapon.
Can I use another?
Blades just clash into each other.
Yes. Can I use a die for that one?
You can certainly try.
All right. Well, they exist for a reason, and we're back to just a basic D20 plus 3, I think. 6. I don't have any more charges left.
So you try to like, course correct of this, but Malt saw what you were going to do, and then
We had
she
the same
changes
idea.
too. And there's a big just spark. Because your blades hit with like a ring of metal before your sword just goes flying away.
All right.
I'll give you guys 3 guesses where the sword goes. The first 2 don't count.
Just say it.
Up the stadium.
The statue's been through a lot already, so. Yeah. It's gonna hit Skiaspidox in the leg.
Remember that D10 I rolled?
Oh my gosh! Really? 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 Bastothem, no!
So she's just standing there watching. Your sword just like flies at her. I tell you, magnet of misfortune, you can't make this shit up.
Wait.
Look at the map and the people. 5.
Yeah, I know. It's Bastothem.
Also tap. Make an X save.
Hold on.
Oh my lord.
'So Bosselchep, realizing, wait, that sword's coming this way, goes to move out of the way, but she's not fast enough. As it just cleaves
Wait.
across her side.
Can I use Sonic Boom to infuse my gun and shoot the blade out of the air?
Make a initiative roll.
Ah.
Roll initiative. Because you might be able to catch this.
Hmm.
23.
So as you go to take a shot at the blade, you're just not quite fast enough. As it just like cleaves down into her. And it just knocks her straight down. And she just like
Fuck.
bumps into Fiona, just and like knocks Fiona over.
Sorry, Bastothem.
And Bosselchip just like flies back. Just, and
Which
she
god?
takes a lot of damage.
Which god of misfortune did that woman invoke the wrath of?
Let's see, Bosselchip, where are you? You can't react to that because you were surprised. No one expects a giant fucking claymore to come flying at them.
Nope. Is she like still up or what? Or did they just straight up freaking like pierce her like heart or
She's
something?
not looking too good after that. As essentially it just cut across, like it dug into her shoulder and her clavicle, and then she's just effectively has like a pool of blood forming like where she's laying.
Ow.
Like that cut deep. She's still up though, but she's just like.
I'll double your payment after this, Basildep.
She kind of gives like a real weak thumbs up. I'm okay. I think. Amber just kind of like looks down at her apologetically. You can tell Amber wants to do something, but she can't. Never talk then. Oh wait, no, she's out of those. Wah.
What? Indeed. Alright,
Julia then holds her staff out towards Vasotep. And she just lobs like some water. And it like splashes on her. And she's looking quite a bit better.
alright,
Ron's actually gonna keep his pistol out, and I'm gonna keep concentrating on Sonic Boom just in case that shit happens again.
But yeah, your sword is like right over there after it fucking blasted Vasotep. I just like rolled that d6 and I'm just like, are you serious? I'm like, wait, let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
alright,
Yep.
so...
Yep.
Yeah, she already used her reaction, right? Or is it different? Different.
That was her reaction.
So yeah, so that took 10 feet of movement, 5, 10 feet, 10 feet, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 55, 65, 30. I may as well use a step of the wind just so I can get my sword and then get back over here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
roll 3 instances of D100.
Yes. Keep lowest one?
Oh, let me double check real quick. Un momento.
Yes.
No, where are you? No, that would technically be 4. Roll 2 D100, keep lowest one, 4 instances of this.
Okay. Yep. And as she just pops over there, breaks away, grabs the sword, gets into position right before this happens, she's like, let's try not to get the spectators hurt, shall we? Oh. Did it wrong. Wait. Huh? 4 instances of 2D100 KL1. What?
Yeah,
Okay,
2
L.
D100, keep lowest one.
Sorry. Yep. Okay. No dice. At least I don't think so. I don't know.
Nope. You just had that additional part to like make it the first time.
Nice.
Bella can't save you now.
Excuse you. Wait, she calls that like, let's try to keep the rest out of it, shall we?
Malt doesn't respond to that.
But yeah, that's all I can do for now. For now.
Alright, and Malt's turn. The end of their turn.
See, did I get my attack dice? Yuck.
Roll intuition.
Roll intuition? Okay. Intuit. 21.
You notice that Malt's really good at fighting on the defensive.
Yes. Siege gnomes for the win.
Yeah, Breach knows.
Yeah, breach knows.
They're all about standing their ground.
So, yes, that much is a given. So what else? Or is that just what she determines?
Essentially, you determine that by watching her and just like Oh, so that's why she's doing this.
How can I use that
Essentially,
information?
she's being quite serious now.
So how can I use this information? $25. Oh yeah, 25. 6, 27. Oh yeah, 28. Yeah, my AC is 28 currently. Not like that matters too much. We do it's like this now. There you go. So yeah, how can I use that information? How can Ashi break?
Roll conclusion.
Yes. $20 plus 3 plus D8. Ashi concludes. 7.
You're not sure how to use this because you've tried fighting at range, she comes to you. You've tried going to her, she's ready for you. Malt's defense is effectively impeccable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Technically, you could just do hold a hold action to counter her hold action.
No, because Maltz will go first.
Yes.
Because she prepared first. Because if Ashi were to go first, that defeats the point of someone else holding action.
Yes.
Dodge then?
Because
Just
like, if you
speaking
can
this-
just react to someone's reaction, it's like, what's the point of them even holding action if you'll just go first?
Ashi's going to then just step forward a little bit and standard action dodge, I think. Give the time to think about things.
And Maltz just continues to wait for you.
Can I make another check to see if I can determine how to solve this puzzle?
Roll intuition.
Onto it. Prof dies.
Trying to say she is not coming close to you. You're gonna have to come to her. As far as what that means, as far to attack her, you're really not sure because you're not used to an opponent. You're not used to fighting an opponent that stands their ground. Like even in spars and whatnot, you know, you fight against like a Kenra, you know, like Confidence and so on.
Yeah.
You know, they always approach you. So this is your first time fighting someone that isn't. So you're kind of at a loss. Like, you know, how do you get past this defense? Well, you're kind of coming to realize that you don't, which is the point.
While watching this, I'm just gonna roll to, even though I won't say how because it's up to figure it out herself. I'm gonna roll to come up to see if I can bring up an idea on how one would, just in case I would encounter that in the future.
Gotcha.
Roll intelligence.
That's actually a 1d3 because I only have competency in that. $25.
Thinking about it, I think the best way to go against somebody who's on the defensive is to go through them. Essentially knock them over.
Alright.
But that would be very difficult against somebody who's used to fighting. Effectively, there's not really any good options for melee. It's like when you encounter something like this, you would normally just use a ranged. As in, like, getting and meeting them in melee is essentially playing their game. So the only way to win is to not play. But if you have to, you'd have to try to knock her down. But Ashi doesn't have that option.
No.
Alright.
I also only have the one superior to that anyway. Gotcha. No. No, she's not sure, so I can't act on this knowledge. Although,
Well,
tripping has worked up to this point, at the very least. But yeah, if you're saying she doesn't know, then she doesn't know.
like, I'll share knowledge on how to fight someone like that after this spar, but until then,
Yep.
it would just.
Technically, you could share it, but it would have to be like on Ashi's next turn.
Well, I'll just do that for when it comes to Ashi's next turn.
But yeah, for now, Ashi, what do?
I think on the two... Having learned from my mistakes, I'm going to use channel key again. Because I don't take as much damage, right? So...
Yep. So you take 5 points of HP for every key while
Nice.
your wreath is active.
Let's see... 4 times 5 is 20, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I gained that many uses of channel key again. Actually, I'll make it 30 and then spend 1 point to use patient defense. 25. Dope. I can count. As I'm just focusing everything on preparing and taking in my foe. And considering, planning. Using my newfound clarity of mind. It's not eventful, but it's how you win fights. So that ends her turn. Channel Divinity, Patient Defense, wait, or not Channel Divinity, Channel Key, and Patient Defense.
Malt continues to wait. Back
You
to
know.
your turn.
Yep.
And now is when I would share that knowledge, the stratagem or whatever.
Yeah, basically, the only way to beat her is to go through her. Knock her down, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, it's everything I've got. It's now or never. And... see, how can I... knowing the stance she's doing, how can I best catch her off guard, I think, to make sure that my attack goes through?
Well, you know that you first have to get through hers. But if you get through hers, she'll have an opening where you could easily knock her down. It's just getting past that first attack.
Okay, so... yeah, bonus action, patient defense. So she rolls with disadvantage, and then I move in. Straight in her face.
So she goes to swing at you, and you prepare for that. However, just before she swings, she lets go of her sword and goes to sweep your legs. Make an escape check or a grapple check at disadvantage.
Which would be
She's
straight for
trying to
me.
knock you prone.
Which will be straight for me. Because I'm dodging.
Yep.
Say, what was it? An escape check or...
Escape or grapple check, as she's technically using the shove action on you.
yeah, so grapple then. That's a 2 plus... put grapple as proficiency. Well, 2 plus d8. Don't think so. 11.
So, not seeing this feint coming, you see her movements, but you just cannot react because you weren't ready for this. And she just sweeps your legs out from under you, and you just hit the ground hard.
Yep. Suffice to
You're
say,
no
I don't.
longer dodging because your movement is 0.
Yeah. And suffice to say, I couldn't have used any dice on that one for any counter dice for that one.
No, because
Yep.
you weren't expecting this. By the time you tried to react to it, she was already sweeping your legs. It's just like, well, you didn't see that one coming
Nope.
until it was a little too late.
Yep. Jesus.
She made it look like it attacked, and that's what you were ready for. So when she literally
Yeah.
let go of her sword, it's like, wait, what? That's not how this works. So she dropped her weapon in order to shove you. You are currently prone.
Got it.
It's her turn.
Is it my turn again?
No, it's her turn.
I was gonna say.
She then, grabs her weapon and then swings right down at you.
I can still make a counterattack. Technically speaking, do it. Do I roll disadvantage or straight? Nah.
I'd say this would be a disadvantage considering you're prone and she's swinging down at you.
That's a nat 1 and a 4. My work! Theoretically
I'd
speaking.
say it's effectively because your movement speed is 0.
Got it.
Otherwise, you could.
Got it. Does that work or no?
On. Alright, so as Malt swings down at you and just cuts into you, you feel just explosive force just blasting you
Yep.
with her attack.
Yep. So that one coming.
And you take
Humla.
and you take the 4 reduction. Total of 84 damage,
Which is what?
which is mostly slashing and let's see.
Is a flare point to reduce that?
See, that would be 16 thunder, and the rest slashing.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything against thunder or anything. Just making sure. But yes. Because fire or radiant, it would do stuff, but it does not. Let's see.
So after that, just recoiling from that, she
Seven.
just leaps up and just slashes down into you, right into the center of your chest with one really big cleave. And again,
Okay.
explosive force is blasting.
I'm gonna use a counter block that on that one. Fucking don't do that. Thank you. I was almost deleted the thing. D8 plus 3. That's a 10 to block.
Yeah, because you'd roll straight for this next one. As that first one caught you off guard.
Got it.
However, as you try to block her, you're not even nearly quick enough, and she just slices down into you.
Okay, well, reduced by
How
10.
much HP do you have?
63.
So as it cuts into you, and right as it goes right into your rib cage, as in that's what it's about to do. Radiant energy washes over you and stops the attack.
Interesting.
You're at 1 HP. Because she would have just hit you for 104 damage.
Got it?
And she technically had 2 more attacks after that.
Do I know what just happened? Or...
Well, essentially that's the area preventing death, because
Got it?
she would have just killed you with that.
Gotcha.
There's another thing to her weapon.
Well... Ashi just begins laughing a bit.
Yeah, essentially that would have dug into your chest and just exploded your chest cavity.
Yeah, so...
Nice to say, that would have killed you.
So Ashi just laughs a bit to the pen. Well, I guess that's my total loss.
Oh yeah, and roll 2 instances of 2 D100 minus 1. Or keep lowest 1.
2 instances of 2D100. Keep lowest 1. Huh? Hold on. Hello? Okay, no. I've been rolling a lot, but no.
Molten reaches out a hand to like help you up.
Take her hand and just like...
Molten offers you a small smite. On.
Well, I can't say that I've ever fought so hard in my life. In a spar.
You did very well. And the others kind of like begin like walking over to you. And it's kind of like meet up.
Right. I do
Say,
want
Rather,
to.
you guys walk.
I do kind of want to test that grapple thing.
fuck is it? They do catch as well what Ashi said. Just in case you wanted to.
What'd she say?
Like she's like, well, I can't say that I've ever fought as hard as that in a spar. And then she said, and
That is one advantage of there being a ward from death, is you can push to your best of ability.
talk about it. Well, I appreciate all of your help and your insights, and you saying I did well, that means a lot, coming from a beast like you. Just kind of fixes her with an uneasy but still very pleased grin, kind of like, ow, that hurt, but also, that was kind of fun.
Well, there's one thing I would like to check out, test with that thing, which it won't take much on your effort. And from there, I'm just gonna go do the hostile grapple thing, just to test it, because hey, who better to test something like that than one who can't die?
What?
Grapple time!
Make a con save.
Okay.
Well, Ashi's at 1 HP.
Yeah, this would react, especially because of that.
Like, to be fair, it's not a grapple. It's not. To be fair, it's just a grapple, and I'm not gonna do actual harm, regardless with the 1 HP
Yeah,
thing.
so
But
you're caught off guard. Your reflexes just automatically respond as she very suddenly just grabs at you.
Lunari,
You're just like, ah.
what are you doing?
kidding. What you know? I'm just checking one thing, and that's a 12 on that con save.
Suffice to say that won't do it. You take, before reductions, 169 soulfire damage.
And then I withstand because apparently essence is formed. Okay.
Yeah, so you just get washed over by blue fire, and you're just singed.
Are
You're
you-
just, like, scarred from that?
Also, I'm pretty sure that killed her.
It would have.
If not for the withstand, that would have killed her.
Yeah. But I mean, just like instantly the ward
You know
happened.
what's hilarious? I had 27 temp HP because of that.
Okay.
So I would have not been insta-killed.
Gotcha. But nevertheless,
So you would be down, effectively, not
Yeah.
dead.
so seeing that Ashi just kind of pushes you away, like, are you insane? I know this place is warded from death, but still.
I was just seeing if that fancy new thing you got there had any defense bonus on there, but that we didn't see with that.
Well, suffice to say, Ashi, you now see that people trying to grab you are in for a bad time.
Well,
It's like, well, that's a pretty, justifiable thing. It's like, hey, that looks like it might do this. This is a good
And well-
situation to test that. And what do you know? It did. It's like, hey, that's good to know.
well, I guess that's good.
A better place to test that than a place warded for death regardless. And well,
Mom actually looks towards that nod. She makes a good point. Sometimes it is best to test things that are not the best of ideas in a situation where there are no consequences. Because now you know.
yeah,
I guess that makes sense.
probably the second that comes in second of the most painful things I've dealt with. No, I won't say the most painful.
Yeah, that hurt like a bitch. But you're still alive, so you're good.
Hey, it could be. It's not as painful as the whole all the bullshit float from the eternity stuff or whatever. But they don't need no one else needs to know about that.
He's like, they don't need to know. I'm still. Alright, so as you all kind of reconvene together and, talk amongst each other, and that is where we'll end this session. Though
Alright.
before that,
I would have wanted to do something,
What?
but I'll let you finish first, though.
well, I'll first say, is there anything you guys wish to do before ending the day? We'll get to what it is next session, but I'll ask that now.
Let's see.
Uh,
We have
I'll-
the.
I'm just gonna find somewhere, throw up a tiny hut, and just for myself, and just resume reading my rules of engagement thingy that I had got, because I do need to get through that thingamajobber of.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
there is the whole functionality of the psionics and how it worked between them
6, 4,
and
5,
the
6,
fucking
7, 8.
Spider Queen thing and yeah, a shit ton of text-based stuff effectively
43,
before
so
the end of the day.
she heals herself that much.
It's space out saying, but on the way there would have been thinking to self on that one and to Starlight there. I know this is gonna hurt like a bitch, but if there's anything I'm missing with this, well, at least the room's safe to test it in regardless.
Yes. Also heal Bosselthep for
I know this is almost certainly a terrible idea, and I'm probably gonna regret this if I'm right.
For 20.
But I'll live.
The more you know.
Yes. Also
Yeah,
heal.
let me just cast an aether infused transmutation spell in here.
Yeah. Also Bosselthep heals for 20.
A nuclear bomb goes off in the middle of everyone.
But Bosselthep heals for 20.
Alright, Boston Tep wiring you.
Yeah. Heal myself and heal her a little bit, and
So I'd say she's looking quite a bit better.
I think the first thing that she's going to do after doing that is firstly approach Malt and be like, again, thank you so much for everything.
She just offers another small smile and just gives a soft nod. You are welcome.
I guess I can look to you in the future if you want to keep training me in psionics. That adds
He
another
offers
map.
another nod.
Mhm.
There is much you can still learn regarding your own. Although you have effectively mastered the basics, though there are still more advanced techniques that you can do.
She
They will
nods.
take a great degree of practice,
But eventually, you should be able to do them. You have that potential.
She nods with a bright smile as she points at her candidly. That makes you one of my masters.
She just kind of like, blushes very faintly at that before just kind of like walking back like over there.
It's a pleasure training under you, Master Melt. She kind of giggles a bit.
As she like walks off, she says,
It has been quite some time since somebody called me that.
Is that so? She just kind of says a statement. Might I ask who that was?
she kind of gets like a little sad look at that. And Sopster shakes her head.
I see.
I'd rather not think about it right now.
Sorry
Maybe another time.
Sorry for bringing up old wounds.
It is fine. I just wasn't expecting it is all.
Say, Malt.
Essentially, he's kind of caught her off guard with the question. And essentially, she's like, she needs a bit of time to mentally prepare to answer that. So essentially, try back later.
Alrighty.
So it's not a matter of she doesn't want to answer it, she's just not ready to answer
Yes.
but kind of put on the spot.
Yeah. Then, following that, she's gonna approach a certain blade.
So as you approach her, before you do, Bella launches herself at you and just grabs you into a hug.
Gotcha. Oh!
And as you're walking over, the fire just kind of dissipates
Yeah.
and ends out. And you think about that, you're like, oh, only lasts for a few minutes.
Yeah, that makes... That's it. Ah! Someone excited to see me.
Yeah,
I should
Bella
look
just, like, grabs you. She's like, you, like, totally did it. That was awesome. It isn't, like, permanent like mine, but you can, like, do it more easily now and something like
And
that.
do it in the first place. And then she just kind of places a hand on the top of her head a little bit and very softly runs her finger through her hair. I couldn't have done it without you. You really are something special, Bella.
She just kind of smiles a little bashfully at that, but, kind of proudly at the same time.
Oriana said that the first time is always the most difficult. But if you get past that, it's like totally so much easier. Though, it might be more, dangerous stuff that'll take it from there.
Yeah, I figured that much at least.
She then, like, looks over towards Malt.
Because she has a manifestation too. Don't think I can't see that.
Bella points at her.
Yeah. Without she have
You may
figured
be
as
able
much?
to hide it from everyone else, but you can't hide it from me.
Without she have made that conclusion, drawn that conclusion as well?
You had no idea.
Really?
Luan, you had no idea.
Really? Well, yeah. I'm sure she has her
Yeah.
reasons. Well, I'm sure she has her reasons.
Well, your innate affinity to the elements is, fire. Mine's, darkness. But it's precisely because darkness I can tell what she is. And that's space.
Malt
Space.
kind of raises
Wait,
her
what?
hands slowly.
What'd you say? You cut off.
Seeing that you've got me.
Wait, Malt's manifestation is space?
It's space.
Also, you cut off just before it seems you got me.
Yeah, she effectively, like, just kind of, like, slowly raises her hands up, like, just with, like, a small smile. It's like,
It would seem that you've got me. Yes.
Space. Huh.
Meanwhile, I'm just I'm in a teasing tone with a mental pout. And you didn't tell me that. And you didn't tell me that.
She looks contemplative after that. Does that mean you've met some of the heroes? The ones of the present generation?
she
Atlanta?
softly shakes her head.
No.
I was wondering about that.
This happened quite some time ago. A few decades. Though I prefer not to talk about that right now.
She
It
nods.
was
Nah.
a very sad event.
You think about that because, oh, she didn't really have anybody to guide her back then, if not like a god or something. But even then, it's like, wait, did she do it on her own? Because that's certainly what it sounds like. But then you think, what would it take for somebody to manifest on their own? Like, what kind of situation would they have to be in?
When the fuck did Mold come over with the ship?
A little over a year ago.
Yeah, so that happened on the other side of the world.
Yep.
Huh. Ch.1, what the fuck did you do?
You then notice Oriana then speaks up. She was the first.
The first?
And Leonidas just like plops her head on Malt, her hand on Malt's head. Yeah, this little girl here was the first to manifest on the Octopath.
You're really something else, Master Malt. But, yeah. Let's not delve too much deep into that for now. This fixes her with a
And so
small.
once again, you're like, oh, so this is what Leonidas meant by her being so lethal. She has a lot of things going for her. Though at the same time, you find it really interesting what he meant by her being a foil to you. You're like, what did he mean? Because you're thinking about it and you're like, well, she's incredibly powerful, incredibly dangerous. You know, how's that a foil to you? Based off of what he said. Like, you're not really putting the connection there. But she did say for you, or he did say for you to, you know, talk with her, get to know her a bit better, and you'd understand.
Got it.
Because from what you see right now, you don't see how that adds up. You know, the math ain't there from what
Yeah.
you see it.
Yeah.
But apparently it is.
Can I just, like, when they said that, when they mentioned your manifestation space, can I close my eyes and just try to focus on Mold and her immediate surroundings to see, like, if there's anything different about it? To try and sense the spatial,
sanity
like,
check.
Yeah. In the meantime,
ear about
yeah.
her.
In the meantime, Asha's going to address Malt. We can talk about things later. For now, I imagine that we're both tired and you got some things to think about yourself, right?
She just kind of offers an almost tired smile.
It has been a long day for
So-
all of us.
Suffice it
Boss
to
with that
say.
James in. That's for sure.
And she turns to everyone.
Kind of like looks at her shoulder, the scar, the cut still in it, just not as bad as it was.
Yeah. Sorry, Boss Thep. Again, I'll make
I
sure to
still
reward.
can't fucking believe that hit her.
I'll make sure to reward you, and everyone else. Thank you for helping me with this.
Nods before head. I'll be around if you need to find me. Just look for my tiny hut somewhere.
I'll give you a holler.
So, Luan, knowing this, you know, you kind of like focus your senses like right on Malt, and you don't sense a damn thing. Apparently, based off of what Bella has said, she has her manifestation active. You just can't sense it.
Which is
I
pretty
imagine that would be pretty freaking jarring and or like off-putting for him.
Yes.
Hell, even creepy.
Yes. So as that happens,
Yeah, and as Bella said, the only reason she can see it is because hers is darkness. That she can see time and space.
Actually, so I'm going to look down at Bella for a second. So I take it your latest training went well?
She gives a brisk nod. Yep. Belinda's like super duper smart.
You're getting so...
I'm not sure where she went, but she said she'd be back later.
Gotcha. You're getting stronger by the day, I see. Keep up the good work, Bella.
She just beams you a big smile.
So you're feeling better?
Yeah.
well, insight on that one.
Wait.
That seemed a bit hurt.
Wait, Justice was feeling off?
Not
Where?
Justice, Bella.
Oh.
I want to roll insight if she seems truthful
Oh
yet.
yeah, she would have said that essentially Justice is with Belinda right now.
No.
They're
I
doing
missed the,
something.
somehow I misheard Bella as Justice, and I was like, wait,
Good
what?
job. So 24, because I want to see how truthful she's being when she says that she was feeling better.
Well, you can tell that based on that, she's feeling better, yes, but she definitely has some reservations.
Alright. Alright.
So something's clearly on her mind.
Alright. I want to talk to you a little bit later, Bella. Would that be okay?
Of course.
I'll come find you in, let's say, 20 minutes, okay?
It's like, all right.
And she just kind of like drifts off out of here, just then through the door.
Yep. And then
You notice as she reaches the door, she just disappears.
she just kind of laughs. Kids and their...
Why use doors when you could just teleport on the other side?
She's just like, kids and their toys. As she sees her leave, she then...
Luan, roll logic.
Okay.
She wouldn't know to do this.
Okay.
See, Lunary also technically wouldn't know.
Got it.
Saying it's not something Starlight can hint towards or whatever.
Well, you wouldn't even think about it. So, Luan, as you like watch her leave and then teleport, you're like, wait, that isn't a normal teleportation. That's true teleportation. As in, she goes from one space to another. She's not traveling. She just disappear.
So versus moving through another. So instead of moving through like the border ethereal and just boop, it's
Yeah, that's how normal teleportation works.
it's dismantling at a molecular level and then.
Essentially, she teleports like a time traveler does.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say that that's the.
Got it.
She
like,
goes
time
through
traveler
potential.
bullshit.
Yeah, essentially, time travelers don't move; they bring the space to them.
Effectively, yeah.
And you notice that that's exactly what Bella just did. She has true teleportation. It's short distance, but it's still true teleportation. Meaning that she can teleport out of anything or into anything.
No. Very
Although you
interesting.
imagine she needs to at least see where she's going at first. Like if you give a big box, you're like, all right, teleport into that. She's gonna be like, where? I don't know what's in there. But if she saw the center of it, like looked inside, she then could do it.
Right. So as you're doing that, Ashi actually approaches you, Luan.
Hold on.
Okay. Well, hold on.
Same as time traveler, bullshit, teleport shenanigans.
Yeah, through potential the canvas of creation.
There we go. Yes.
Yeah. Because if that were network teleportation, that wouldn't have worked. Because this area is essentially an isolated space. You know, so you can't teleport in and out of here. But she just did. And there's only one way to do that, and that is time traveler bullshit. Luan knows with absolute certainty there's only one way to go in and out of this space through teleportation. And that is through the canvas of creation.
Yeah. As Ashi like walks up, you actually notice like Luan just for a brief moment being like kinda not shocked, but like if WTF was a subdued expression, that's what you would see.
Essentially like mild surprise, like, huh?
Yeah, effectively.
What's up?
It'd be like a muted surprise.
Yeah, so she kind of just raised an eyebrow. What's up?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because you're like, she doesn't know anything about that. In fact, you know that nobody in this room knows about that except Chinami.
Yeah.
She kind of sighs.
One would then
Technically, Lunary doesn't know either.
Blonde then continue. I was just wondering, that Bella girl is, well, frankly said, prodigal.
That she is.
Prodigal?
Yeah, prodigal.
Yeah.
Is a prodigy. Yeah, she really is. She's been through a lot, and despite everything, she's managed to hold herself pretty well. Now, check out size. I had to admit, you did pretty good out there. And again, wouldn't be proper of me not to give you thanks for your role in this too. So, thank you.
Insight.
Here's like sauce.
I don't. What is this? Who is this?
And we'll call it good after this because I need to get going.
Yeah, sorry, but this was one thing I want to say.
Begin next session with
Yes.
your talk.
Yes, because
Who are you and what did you do with Ashi?
yes.
Essentially,
Inside
next
check.
episode is Ashi.
Yeah, so inside check. She seems frustrated about something, but genuine when she says that. Kind of like this
Wait
is.
a minute. I got it figured out. This isn't actually Ashi. This is Oren.
Yes. So she then continues. But matter of fact, turns to Shinami. Mind if I borrow him for a second? I want to talk to him.
Shinami just very gingerly just kind of steps aside.
So that then turns back
And then
to.
she was just you had a girlfriend add-on attachment during that whole fight.
She then turns. Yep. So she then turns.
Yeah. Blonde would then like turn to Shinami and be like, I'm sorry. Feels like I'm getting dragged everywhere nowadays. I'll be back soon.
Shouldn't be too long. Let's go into the hallway up north.
Sure.
And so the two of you heading up north to have a bit of a conversation. That is where we'll end this session.
Proper. I'll pick up on there.
The Red Dragon.
Pick up on there next time.